Hey, what's up, friends? This is I Ching, the funny Chinese girl who helps you heal through humor. And today I am going to present a book review. Zarna Garg's This American Woman. It says 1 in a billion memoir. Well, I guess she's referring to the population of India. So I guess, well, because I'm Chinese, when my memoir comes out, it will also be a 1 in a billion memoir. But that's beside the point. Actually, I was at this book launch event a couple weeks ago, and you can see here, yeah, Zarna herself signed this book. It was such a wonderful event, and you know what? I thought being a Chinese daughter was hard. Being an Indian daughter was definitely 10 times harder. Just look at how she trashed her daughter Zoya on stage. Oh my goodness, my mother would never do that. But anyway, I guess that builds character too, right? It just helps you to have thick skin and laugh through life. All right, I would like to... Oh, where are my cards? There you go. I was being a good girl. I was taking notes, and here are 10 things I learned from Zarna. I would like to share today and keep it under 10 minutes, okay? Definitely get this book. It is a gem. It was such a wonderful experience. So let's get started. Number 1 is think business, not hobby. Okay, Zarna Garg rose to her fame as a stand-up comic within the last 5-6 years, and she was a stay-at-home mom for like 7 years before that. So how can she quickly establish a career in comedy? Because she was thinking business, not hobby, okay? And the key difference in that is the return, it's the ROI, and also the effort and the consistency that you put into it, right? She was very consistent. She was very determined. Her eyes were on the prize, and that's the prerequisite of what makes her successful in the first place. Think business, not hobby. Number 2 is be persistent, but don't be annoying unless you can turn it into a joke. Okay, I added that, but being persistent is key. Persistent is not the same as consistent. Well, yes, of course, you need to be consistent. Persistent is about getting a lot of no's and also not giving up, okay? So there is that rejection there, and you will get a lot of rejection as you go. Being persistent is really about not caring what other people think of you and staying on your lane. Just don't be annoying, okay? She wrote in her book that she was like putting food on other people's plate. I mean, that's a cultural thing, but that's also annoying, so don't do that. Other than that, you're good. Just be persistent, yeah? Keep going. Number 3 is just get started. Don't get too comfy. Okay, I promise you, I am not here reading slogans, okay? And I know it sounds like Nike's motto, just do it. The thing of just getting started is that you don't even have to finish. You have to get it started. Because it creates momentum. Second, it's like there's something in the back of your brain telling you, okay, I've got that started. I gotta finish it at some point. Right? Even if not immediately, even if you do not have the capacity, but you have to get started. You have to put yourself in the arena. You have to put yourself there in the first place. Okay? You gotta be a player in the first place. Yeah? You gotta be game. All right. Don't get too comfy, of course. If you remember that, frog in warm water thing, that's what kills the frog, right? Because you get comfy. Yeah, you get comfy. So if you think that your life is a little stagnant, that you're being too comfortable, you've been buying a lot, eating, drinking, whatever, doing a lot, yeah, that's not a good sign. You're being too comfy. You're not progressing, okay? So change. Number 4, desperation helps you focus. Desperation is a word that has such bad reputation, right? Oh, she's so desperate. Oh, this and that. No, desperation is great. Because it helps you focus. It helps you eliminate all the other distractions. It helps you stay on your lane even if you are uncomfortable. And friends, that's what makes you successful. Desperation gets you there, okay? Again, this goes back to the think business, not hobby. If you're thinking of it as a hobby, you're not going to be desperate because you're just going to be fun. and chill, right? But if you're thinking business, you will get desperate because you need that return. You do need to make the money, right? So there are goals to be achieved. There are deadlines. There is a sense of urgency, and that urgency is keep you at the edge of your seat and keep you moving forward. Number 5, cast a narrow net. You only need one person and you can't miss that person. Okay, I added the last part. Okay, well, this is what she was writing about finding her husband. Cast a narrow net. This is such a refreshing perspective because nowadays, when everybody's on the dating apps, your net is not narrow. Your net is like a bazillion potential candidates over the internet, right? But really, you do need to cast a narrow net because it's about the depth, okay? It's about the quality, not about the quantity. And if you focus on the quantity, you're just going to be burned out. And that's why so many of my friends experience dating fatigue. It's because you're playing the numbers game. It's never a numbers game. Okay, dating is not a numbers game. It's a quality game. It's about finding that quality and the depth. And whoever cannot reach the depth with you, they are not your person. And whoever you feel like you have to censor yourself around, you have to tiptoe yourself around, that is not your person. You cannot miss that person if you really find yourself. Okay, that's good news. Yeah, it's also a message as a reminder for myself. Number 6 is say yes to the mess. Okay, Zarna wrote it as a part of the book that where she introduces her husband, future husband, to her family. And that's a messy process. So she was like, oh, saying yes to the mess. But what I want to talk about, say yes to the mess, is about when you achieve your goals, especially when you're a creative person, when you create, it is going to be a messy process. If you're a writer, if you're a comedian like me, creating content, creating materials is a messy process. You have to say yes to the mess, and you cannot judge yourself based on the shape of mess that you have, or compare the shape of your mess you have to the other person's mess, right? So you have just to say yes to it. Even if your mess looks messier and bigger and dirtier and stinkier, okay, we're going down a different path, but you get the idea. Even if your mess looks different than other people's mess, even if you have a huge mess, do not judge yourself. Just say yes to it. Yeah? Number 7, you don't get 1 million followers. You get 1 follower 1 million times. I love this. This is the key to human connection, okay? Again, it's not a numbers game. It's a depth game. That's why you get 1 follower at a time 1 million times. Because for each interaction, you do want to reach that level of authenticity and depth. And you aim to touch 1 person at a time. And when you can find that universal truth and share that truth, you are going to reach that depth. Because guess what? Let me tell you, when you can tell the truth, you are a true leader. Okay, people will follow you because it's hard. It requires courage. And most people do not want to face the truth. Most people avoid truth because truth is not pretty. But we are not here to do the pretty things. We're here to do the right things. That's how you build followers. Okay, and that's how you build your followers. You have to present your truth there. 1 follower at a time, 1 million times. Keep doing it, and keep getting better, and keep embracing the more authentic and truer version of yourself. Number 8, taking risks is where real money is made. Zarna's dad believes that too much education makes you scared to do the real work. I agree. Taking risks is really about trusting the universe. It's like saying, hey, this is what I got. Either you get something better or this is it. It's this or better, but I am going to risk my all to get what I want, right? And it's scary, but just remember, when you take calculated risks, the fear is what's happening in your brain, but it's not usually how things work out. And even if you fail, come on. Life is about failing and then getting back up and then failing some more and then getting back up, okay? The faster you can fail, the faster you can succeed. Number 9, everything is figure-outable. 1 small project at a time after another. Yeah, everything is figure-outable, of course. But remember, you don't have to figure out everything by yourself. Okay, and this goes back to the last point is it takes a village, but you can build a village. Zarna's success, to a large extent, in my opinion, due to her family's involvement, right? If you listen to her podcast, if you go watch her YouTube video, her 3 kids and her husband are heavily involved in this process, especially her children were like posting videos on social media for her. That's a village, right? And she also has other people to help her. So yes, everything is figure-outable, but not entirely to yourself. And you shouldn't figure out everything entirely by yourself. If you are going to build a business, if you're going to build something that is going to be sustainable and successful, you have to build that village and have the village build it for you. Otherwise, you're not doing it for a purpose. You're probably doing it for ego. Yeah? All right. Those are the 10 tips, 10 things I learned from Zarna. Next week, I'm going to share something different. But for now, I hope you enjoy my content. Please like and follow so I can share more interesting content and hopefully make you laugh at some point, and also educational videos coming up. So follow me, like me. I'll see you next week. Have a great one. All right, thank you.